Hello, everybody. I had technical difficulties. Oh my gosh. As usual, I am like, all right, let me make sure Facebook doesn't need to be updated. Yeah, it does on my iPad. All right. Well, I am like, I'm here and I cannot get my phone in landscape mode. It has to stay in portrait. I hate this. It's driving me crazy. So I'm here and I have Bijou. Bijou, listen to me. I have Ezzy today. Oh, you need your nails trimmed, girl. But, and her eyes weeping, so I need to wash her face. She needs a bath. So we'll be doing that later today, giving her a bath. She had, hey, Marie France. She had the zoomies before I brought her up here. She was running everywhere. Will you stop? Goodness gracious. She just was crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, I'm calling it up on my iPad so I can see what's happening. Pages. So, okay. There, I've got it. Not the best. I don't know why. Facebook goes through these things and they change it and it drives me crazy. But I'm here. I've got some ideas for you. I ran across this idea about a month ago, and the idea came from, let me look, I'm seeing Mandy Witherby. She's in Australia, and she did it a little bit different than I'm doing it, but I thought, ooh, that would be a fun thing to show people because it's not a hard thing to do, but it really looks nice. And did I bring up my ribbon? No, I put it downstairs and it's still downstairs. Oh my gosh. So I'll just have to add the ribbon after. How many of you remember the Polaroid cameras? I do. I think I had one, maybe two. And Remy now has the mini one. They may have a mini one, which is so cute for young kids to play with and everything. So it's one of those things, and I just love the look of it on a card. So I'm going to show you a couple of different ideas using the Polaroid idea. So I'm going to put Ezzy in her crate, and I'm going to get ready, and we'll get started. Okay. Hopefully she'll go back to sleep. She was laying down before. All right. Now I'm going to get ready and flip this down. Hey, Janice. So at this time, if you get dizzy, close your eyes so that you don't see this. All right, here I go, which means I also have to flip everything around. It's really a mess. All right, I've got it down. Oh, I didn't have to flip that. All right, and I apologize again, it's in portrait mode because it won't let me go anywhere else. All right, and I can't zoom in. Let me put it down some. Hold on, I'm still working on it, guys. All right. Now, at least I'm down a little closer, but you're seeing all kinds of junk on my desk. All right, you can open them now. All right, and I'm seeing comments on my phone, but not on my, okay, let's see. I'm not seeing them on my computer. Of course, maybe nobody said anything. So maybe that's why. All right. Okay. All right. To do this, I use the Stylish Shapes dies, and I used the second largest, second down, or the first one down from the largest. Hey Janice, I never know how to describe this. This is 1, 2. I use number 2. All right, die from there. All right, let me move that out of the way, and we're going to get started. Now, a Polaroid camera is a piece of white and black, and that's why I chose that one. Now, you can do this. I measured on my card and chose the size of this. I think this was 3 by 3.5, based on what would fit on my card. You can modify and adapt, and my glue is downstairs. So let me see. That was something else. I don't know. What do I have over here I can use? Nothing. Let me pull out a tape runner, because I do have some tape runners up here. Let's see. Let me grab a, well, I'm not even certain about a tape runner. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. I don't even have my, all right, I found a couple of tape runners in my class stuff. I was going to say, I don't even have my, what is it? Contraband up here. All right, so I'm going to take my tape runner. All right, and I'm going to attach this to here. And doesn't this look like a Polaroid snapshot? All right. They typically have a larger edge at the bottom so that you get that, I don't know, it's a place to hold it while it develops, I guess. So there's that one. Now, I then decided to put it, for the first one, on a piece of DSP. And this is the Remarkably Masterfully Made. I always want to say Remarkably Created. This is the Masterfully Made paper. And I'm going to turn it this way. And the reason being is this one is going the right way, but these are the ones that are showing, and there's more showing going up. So I'm going to put it on. And I did pull out this paper for another one, but I'm using the other side. So I'm going to put that on there. This goes on here. Now, again, because I lost time. Ezzy got a case of the Zoomies. She was racing through the house. I could not get her. I tried coaxing her into the bathroom so I could shut the door. She wasn't going. She stood right at the door, so I couldn't close it. And if I tried to, she ran the other way. I finally got her trapped on the porch, and then she raced all around. It was a comedy of errors trying to get her. And then I decided to use the two-tone Flora dies. So I'm grabbing my scrap paper. And I used the smaller one. This one, two-tone Flora stamp set, sorry. I am using the dies. And I'm going to do it in Fresh Freesia to match the background. And I am going to pull in a scrap paper. And this is pretty well used because I want some contrast. All right, so I've got that. Now I'm going to take this full strength, and I don't know if you know this or not, but there are dots in here, and there are dots on this piece. So if you can get them lined up, and I'm trying, but I'm not seeing it. So I'm just going to go with it that way. Ah, close. All right. I went the wrong way. If I angle it this way. Ah, still not there. Oh well, it's a handmade card. You know, it's one of those things. We all do it. We all make mistakes. It's not that big of a deal. Oops, wrong one, wrong side. I need, all right, where's the other one? There they are. I need this one in. Oh goody, there's two in here, so I only have to run it through one time. So let me cut this out. I still have not flattened my oil. Now, wouldn't you know? All right, hold on. I got to figure out how this thing goes on here. All right. Not there. Let's try this one here. Not there. Okay, one more. There. I think this goes here, but it doesn't fit. Okay. This, okay, I have never had this much trouble lining up a die. Do you believe this, ladies? Is this an indication of what today is going to be like? All right, I've gone almost all the way around, and I'm not getting it. Do I have the right die? Let me check. That would be funny if I don't have the right die. No, because that's the big one, and this is the little one. In about 2 minutes, I'm going to give up and fussy cut it. See, it's... All right. There's that piece. All right, I can't figure it out, so guess what? We're gonna fussy cut. Sometimes you just have to forget it and go with the flow. Do you have days like that? It's not hard to fussy cut, but if you don't like a border, fussy cutting is the way to go. Maybe because the pieces were off. Let me see if I can get this one on better. No. 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 But I'm thinking. No. All right. I have no clue. I am not seeing it today. So we will just fussy cut it out. Doesn't take, like I said, long. And if you're the type that doesn't like the white border around, and some of these have very little border to them, the way they're doing the dies. Different companies do them different ways. All right, got that. Good thing this is ready? All right, now I had picked up, I was going to do, let me make sure my go-to greetings is not up here. Nope, my go-to greetings and my ribbon are downstairs. So I will add those afterwards when I post it to my blog. All right, let me get some dimensionals. All right. And oops, well, that doesn't work. And it might even need a third one, which if it does, I'll do that later. You will get the idea. All right, so here's, I'm gonna put this one and my pokey tool. Oh, it's my pokey tools up here. I've got a point here I gotta get rid of. All right, I'm gonna put that one. Ooh, I'm gonna flip it around because I can hide. This one has a lot of it here, but I can overlap it like that. And I think I'm gonna do a third one. Hey, Betty Ann, and add it there. And like I said, I'll put a sentiment. I may put the bow there. So, but there's the first idea with the Polaroid camera thing. And this is a great, I mean, you can use this size and not do a Polaroid camera. So there's card 1. All right, card 2 is the same idea. All right, and where's my 3x4 piece of white? Is this it? Or 3x3.5? I think this is it. Yes. Here's my panel. Okay, for this one, let's get the card put together. All right. And I know these are going to fall apart in no time. So I may come back and add some glue on the corners just so it stays down. Snail in my house has never worked. It always releases. I think my house is too dry. Okay, excuse me. All right, I'm gonna adjust this one slightly. All right, so even spacing, big space here. Again, you can put a sentiment here, whatever. And I thought this would be cute with a daisy. So I pulled out my medium daisy punch, which I have a feeling is going to retire this year. I will be surprised if it doesn't. I will be ecstatic, but I will be surprised. All right, now I'm going to curl my petals. And remember, don't pull too hard or you will be getting he loves me not. You'll be pulling your petals off of your daisy. All right, and then this is the last one. And this is the bottom. I curl 2 of my daisies petals down and 1 up. And give me some glue dots. I'm going to go this way and I'm going to go that, and I'm going to put a glue dot in the middle of this one. Now watch how you pull them up because you'll be going, he loves me not also. And then I'm going to offset this one slightly. And I've got some spacing, but I'm going to use this one. If I can get it, yeah. To fix that spacing, like so. And then I'm using the 1/2" circle punch, and I'm going to punch out from a scrap. Excuse me. I have sinus issues this morning and a tickle. Our crazy weather. We probably got stuff pollinating. I have daisies blooming. I have 2 daisies blooming on my plants. It's like crazy weather. We've been high 70s, 80s the last few days and the next couple of days, and then it's going to drop down in the 60s. And I'm just going to put one right in the middle there. And that's a simple card to do. I'm going to get a drink. I brought my tea up, but I hold bijou, so I never get to have any of it. So, pattern paper, no pattern paper. You can, if you want, take and do a panel of 4 by 5 1/4, emboss it and put this on, and then put it on a card base. That would be very pretty, I think, if you did that and put it on a black card base. So there's that. And then the last idea is this one uses, and I brought it up here. Here it is. This one uses the textured floral die or stamp set. I'm not using the dies. This one was very similar to, thanks Betty Ann, to a stamp set that we had years ago, and I loved it. But I just got the Meadow, not the Meadow, oh, the new one that seems, I can't even think of it, that's in the online exclusives. I just got that paper, and I have used this and this with that paper, and I really like the way it looks. So I pulled in this paper to do my last card, and instead of having a white background with a black piece, I'm going to go with the flowered and the white piece. So I decided that I'm going to use that stamp set that I just showed you, and I'm going to do my leaves in Pretty Peacock. And I have to tell you, this is a brand new pad. I had to order another one, and this is really juicy, so I'm tapping very lightly. If you get a brand new pad and it's really juicy, flip it upside down and store it that way. When we store it this way, the ink stays at the top. If you store it this way, the ink stays at the bottom, and the top of your pad is not so juicy. All right, I think I'm going to come in this way with it. I've got to give myself some room. All right. This is a great way to use this stamp set. Now I have to figure out how it goes because it's not easy. Okay. Give me a minute here. Oh, this, I'm going to turn it this way. This goes, no, huh. Don't you love it? I'm always doing this to show you all these crazy ideas. Now, I know these go together, and I used it the other day. What is with me today? Oh my gosh. Let's see. No. 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 All right. I'm thinking this goes here, but it doesn't. All right. I'm checking to make sure I got this stamp on right. Okay. All right, ladies. This is kind of crazy. All right, I'm going with it that way. I know that this piece doesn't go there because it's a double bloom, but I cannot figure out how else it goes on. I'm trying to do the top piece. See, then I've got a bloom with no, oh, that's not right. All right. I cannot believe this is happening to me today. It has to go on this way. All right. This is what I'm going to do because I can't figure it out. And for this one, I am using Melon Mambo because the little flowers are Melon Mambo and Fresh Freesia. And I'm going to sponge on the color. All right. I appreciate you guys sticking with me with this crazy day and how I'm getting this to work. All right, now I'm going to come in with my Fresh Freesia and I'm filling in, and I am kind of going over where the Melon Mambo is. All right. I'm going with it. And now it says my live video has ended. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. I'm telling you, the one I did before was a lot easier to match up than this one. I have no clue why I'm having these issues today. One of those things. All right. This piece is going to go on here. And if you see, I've been avoiding my corners. All right. So I can come back and add some glue underneath, and then I know it will stay together. Now, this one is not cut and done. So, and guess what? The doorbell rang. So let me get this one put together real quick. And I will go down and answer my doorbell. Okay, there are all the cards. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I don't know if anybody is still here. I had a lady, and you can't see all of them, who was dropping a check off for my Christmas card class. All right, let me put those there. That's better. So there are the three ideas. Simple stamping, die cutting, and then use the same idea. Oh, Betty Ann, that would be a great idea. This one is using the idea of a Polaroid, I don't know, paper, and just making your own. And like I said, if I had thought about it, and since I just did this, I might do it. I might take those flowers and stamp the background in the blueberry bushel, of which my ink is downstairs, so I can't do it. And then put this back on and show you. So you may see some changes to these because it's been one of those days today. All right, let me get ready. Turn this around, and I'm going to grab Bijou because she's crying. She heard the doorbell, and she knows people were here. Well, the lady is gone, so give me a minute. Close your eyes while I flip this so that you don't get dizzy. All right, now, okay. All right, I got it up. Let me get Ezzy. Come here, girlie. Come here. All right. She's going to be mad at me. We'll go downstairs and she will go ballistic trying to find who was in this house. And nobody was in. The lady just dropped off her check and a quilt book for me. So, one of those things. Oh, I see Lucia. I think Lucia. I'm not certain how. And Jean were both also watching. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for sticking with me. I hope you got some ideas and can give this a try. Like Betty Ann said, she has an idea using photos on cards, and she's going to try this layout, which is a great idea. I mean, just make this piece bigger, your Polaroid piece bigger. And you can put bigger pictures on there if you need to. All right, another crazy day. I have got to get my live streaming set up. I will be playing with that this week. I don't know why I can't connect. I even had a tech person help me, and it's just not going well. So I may try and find another program that will work with me. You guys have a great weekend. Enjoy the gorgeous weather because next week it's going to be chilly and cold. And I don't know if you guys saw, did you see out west? They're getting snow. And it was like, ooh, that's the one thing I miss about moving. We don't get the snow here. I didn't go out in it other than to take the dog out and, play around in it that way. I just loved watching it fall. And we do have some every once in a while that falls. It doesn't usually stick, but it does do it once in a while, but not long. Okay, guys, have a great weekend. Ezzy and I say bye.